Okay, sounds like Minnie's in a bad mood today. Are you?
Always.
Why are you in a bad mood today? What's the problem?
There's no problem, Pete.
Well, why are you in a bad mood then?
I'm not.
You were cussing me out off the camera just a minute ago.
That's not true. You're lying. You're just doing that to try to get people to watch.
Alright, what Minnie's doing here is she's sanding down. This is our Dodge GTS, 1968 Dodge GTS. We're back on it. The primer has cured. It's been sitting for several months. And the Bondo has cured. All the bodywork's cured. So what we're doing is we're going to paint the inside of all of our bolt-on panels. Now on the hood, it gets a pad, okay? If you look at the holes right here, okay, you can see where they go around. Now, there's an insulation pad that goes in the center. But on the outside, that has to be really nice and clean. And if you remember watching the videos when we were doing this car, the bodywork, we actually did bodywork on the inside of the hood and the deck lid. Okay, and if you look at the deck lid, we're going to use that as a good example because this one's got a lot of holes and perforated holes here and, you know, cutouts. If you look at the deck lid, you can see that is very nice. There's no dents anywhere in the deck lid at all, and it looks just like factory, brand new, original. Now, what I'm doing over here is when you do a job like this and you got a hood insulation cover that goes over it, it's not really necessary to go ahead and detail sand all that. But if you use a red Scotch-Brite, which is the rough, coarse one, you can see as I sand that. You can see that it does, okay, give it a finish, rough the surface up so we can have a nice clean finish. Now we will be using single stage urethane on the inside of these, and that paint goes on very, very thick. It'll fill in all the imperfections. It's not like base coat, clear coat, which goes on at a thinner quantity. So we got us a little helper over here in the corner. I think Minnie's gonna fire you, bud. She doesn't like spiders. You better get your ass out of here before she gets you out of here. Okay. So, we got about 3.5 to 4 hours of sanding just on these two pieces here. Fucking hose. Ooh, I hate when it does that.
Get your big foot off of it.
If we come inside the paint booth, you'll see that the fenders are all ready. Now, we did not prime the backside of the fenders. We will put some sealer on that before. This is already black sealer, okay? And the owner requested that we go ahead and paint the backside of the fenders with the blue. I've already outlined my fender with the tape so I don't get overspray. Okay, where I'm gonna paint the base coat, clear coat, and these are ready to paint. All we're doing now is finishing up on the hood and the deck lid. So I'm sanding the hood, Minnie's sanding the deck lid. What do you think?
I guarantee you'll be finished before me.
Probably so.
Because I'm slow.
Yeah, and you'll be bitching and hollering once I turn the camera off and the smile will turn to a frown.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
What you think of the car show, the Roundup?
It was a long time ago. It's gone.
That's a good answer. You see, that's the Minnie's got it right. See, who cares about the Lone Star Roundup? It's gone. We lost our money. We broke solid even. We actually made $10 over busting even. Am I right, Minnie?
Yeah.
So, you know, live and learn. Okay, Minnie's finishing up on the sanding. And how's it looking?
Looking good, just about done.
Now, if you look real close, well, I've been helping her too. She can't do that all by herself like that. And amountable time that it should take. It takes her a little bit longer to do something than it does for me. Am I right, Minnie? Anyway, now what we've done, we've actually split this deck lid in half. I've sanded over here, Minnie's over here. But I have taken red Scotch-Brite To make sure that everything is insured, sanded right properly, I have been going over everything with the Scotch-Brite. Now before I did that, we sanded it with 180 DA, which you can actually buy that in a roll. Okay, what is that? That file paper? You can buy a roll of file paper.
Yeah.
But I like to use the DA. I fold it in half. It fits in your hand better. And I'm going over everything with the Scotch-Brite, just like you see here. And what the Scotch-Brite it's making everything really finely sanded. It's getting all the spots that you miss with the sandpaper and the cracks and the crevices. Am I right, Minnie?
Yeah, all the spots Pete misses because he's so fast.
Wow, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Now, if you look real close, I was telling you about a concourse restoration and what it actually takes. If you look real close right here, you'll see that there's bodywork under that primer. There's also some bodywork under here, okay? And if you keep going down, you'll see that there's bodywork in miscellaneous places as you go around the edge. This is all bodywork that's underneath the primer that had to be done to this deck lid. And there's probably some over here on this side too. It's just that we didn't burn through the primer. But to do the job right, see, when you open this deck lid up, it has to be really, really nice. It has to be just like the outside of the car, or basically close to it. Am I right, Minnie? Okay. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here by doing all the work that we've been doing. We've been sanding on this deck lid now for approximately an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. We got the trunk ready to paint in here. The hood, I'm sorry. The hood is ready. It's done. Now, as I explained before, it does get insulation pad that goes in the middle of it, but we will still paint inside. Now, the reason that I say that is that I didn't sand the inside of this, okay, as nice as I did the outside due to the fact that it will have an insulation pad. But I did sand it down. We will be painting that, and it will get the same amount of paint. Okay, let's go in here and see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now you see the finish, the quality of finish you get when you take your time and you sand it down. If you look, this is urethane. This is single stage urethane paint, but look at the high gloss shine that I'm getting off the 3 coats that I put on there just from taking my extra time and sanding it the way it should be sanded. We got our hood done over here, and even though that it's going to have hood insulator cover, I still went ahead and sanded that down. Now I didn't sand it down as good. I don't know if you can see that, but I did sand it down properly, and it's all painted inside and out. And these are ready to bolt on the car as soon as I paint the jambs. We got 2 very well vigorous coats on the inside of the fenders. I don't believe this car has inner fender wells to it. This is the inner fender well, so that's all sealed with epoxy sealer and then painted with blue. I went ahead and got down under here. This is actually the bottom of the fender, and this is a spot that most people don't really pay attention to. They really don't understand. But I went ahead and made sure that paint was down inside, okay? Because that's where water comes from the top of the fender and it runs down and it settles right there. So that's real important to make sure that that's done. So there you go. Our semi-concourse restoration of our 1968 Dodge GTS is getting one step closer.